I know, it's been a while. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I last posted, and that's because, like I told you last time, there was a lot of little changes that I was supposed to go through, and then this happened. I ended up moving, and I'm finally getting everything in place, in order, whatever. Big shout outs to Bob. Do yourself a favor, don't shop there. Oh, as far as I can tell, I've had an awful experience there. It's a different story, and I'll probably go over that because it's actually a funny one. Anywho, I'm starting to get used to the place. I mean, it's a whole different location. It's not like I can travel an hour or so just to go see the people I used to know or hang out with anybody because no one's here, and I'm like, okay. I've been making friends with strangers because that's what you do. Always talk to strangers, and honestly, when I first got here, not right off the back, but I was put into like this dark little corner, and that's the point of this video. It's helping you before you get in that corner or helping you get out of that corner. Personally, I know I've struggled a lot with my inner happiness. It's something that everyone handles differently, and this is just the way I handle it. So just a disclaimer, this isn't really for anyone but me. This is just something for me to reflect on in the future, so future Kelvin can see this and be like, oh yeah, be happy. Life's too short. I don't really see the point of being upset or sad or whatever when life has so many things to offer you if you just let yourself be happy. Wow, this has not gone any less awkward. But if you do follow me on social media or even just look at the banner I made for my channel, I put find, create, and love. I didn't just randomly decide to put those 3 words because they sound cute or whatever, and I didn't put them because they sounded nice. I put them because honestly, that's 3 different ways I always try to overcome any obstacle or difficulty life throws at. So finding the things that make you who you are, creating yourself into somebody you want to be, not changing yourself but developing yourself. And if you are going to change, only change for the better, and loving and accepting the things that you can change about yourself, and also loving and accepting that some obstacles are greater than you. It's also about a different time period where happiness comes from, lives, and could be. So yes, the past, the present, and the future. If you're anything like me, which I really hope you're not for your own mental and emotional health and well-being, then from time to time you just dwell on things that happened like eons ago and you don't know why. And honestly, sadness is, for me, I describe sadness as writer's block. And writer's block and sadness, they don't happen where you think they happen. They usually happen way earlier in your work. Side note, if you ever get stuck on a project or you're writing a creative piece and you think that the issue is right there, just go a few pages back and you'll probably find that the real problem is there. More towards this happiness theme. A lot of people say that dwelling in the past isn't a good thing. Not all memories are good ones. And the reason why we can't move past these memories and the reason why they haunt us, because at one point I did this too. I would pin it. What do I mean by that? I will pin the problem, pretend it doesn't exist, and just walk away like, no problems over here. I go this way, that way, avoiding the problem situation, thinking that eventually I'll just be able to forget about it. It's not healthy for me, and it always comes back to bite you in the ass. So instead of just pinning the problem, try resolving it. Some problems are very difficult, and sure, at one point this example is going to be very mediocre in comparison to a lot of problems we all face, but shoot, at one point I thought losing a friend was going to be the end of it. Obviously it's a simple hurdle that life throws at you and everyone goes through it. Not everyone you meet is going to make it with you to the finish line, and that's okay, because honestly some of them don't even deserve to. And it took a while for me to realize that, and the biggest issue was that I thought by pinning it and saving hope that I didn't have to deal with it. And I know it sounds simple, but at the time it was really awful and I really didn't know how to overcome it, to be quite frank. But I came to terms with it and I realized it, that I was worth way more than this person set me to be. If someone walked out of your life, let them. It's a blessing in disguise and you'll find something better or someone better. I had to accept the fact that I couldn't fix the friendship, and you should too, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, family members, relatives. If they can't be there where you want them to be, if you can't meet somewhere in the middle and continue, then it's time for you to let them go. Because you can't grow yourself if you're holding on to all these negative vibes. And at the end, it's all about the good vibes. If they're not doing you a service by being in your life, then it's time to cut them out. At the end of the day, what is your happiness worth? And if someone doesn't care about your happiness, what does that say about how they feel about you? That they can't meet you there. Honestly, by leaving that problem pinned there, give it the opportunity to come back into your life and pull you there and keep you there. Meanwhile, the person who caused that problem that you pinned on the wall, who caused and inflicted so much pain to you, they're gone. They moved on. So why shouldn't you? Instead of leaving that pin there, just let it go. Accept it. You can't fix it? Accept it. It's not gonna change. So move on. find those memories that bring out the good in you. Like, find those memories that make you happy. After you accepted those that didn't, find the ones that did. Personally, I always go back to the time where I was like 5. I was running around with a group of friends and my 2 best friends at the time. We were playing a combination of hide and go seek and freeze tag, and the only thing we had to worry about was not being the first one caught. You're the first one, and not being the last one, because of you we lost. It's your fault we lost the game. There's a reason why I would go back to that memory. It's because that was a time and place where I consider myself to be pure and innocent, a place that was very blissful. And it's always those memories that I hold very dear to me. I challenge you to find that moment in your life where you were truly blissful and innocent. Here comes my second point. If you don't have one, create it. Live in the now, place that you are in. If you want to truly become better, all it takes is just an ounce of hurt, a little edginess and bravery for you to get yourself there. You have to say yes. From time to time, say yes, and you'll see that things will change. You don't want to stay in the same place. And then continue to ask yourself why you're in that place. The only person that can change things, the only person that can change the way you feel, place you're in, how you are in the now, is yourself. So why are you holding yourself back? You live your life. Be bold. Create. And I mean create the life that you want. Don't drink the Kool-Aid that makes everyone so miserable. Life is short. Enjoy it. These are the little memories that in the future you are going to look back onto. These are the things that will carry you, that stories that you want to tell. And everyone has a story. Why not just make yourself an epic one then? Trust me, it's hard. I know. I've recently gone through a really bad phase where my social anxiety is horrible. It's like this bad. I'm just above it now. I've gotten better. Barely over it, as you can tell by my awkwardness. But honestly, I enjoy it. I get a little thrill every time I step out of my comfort. And I wouldn't want that feeling to go away. So I accept it. I'm an awkward turtle. I accept it. I thrive in it. And I'm happy. I put myself out there. But lastly, and if you truly want to be happy, you have to 100% love yourself. And I mean genuinely love yourself. Not just say, yeah, I love myself. Not because you're depressed or sad. Loving yourself every day, even at your worst. Look at my hair. It's awful right now because I don't have a barber. Even in those moments where you're breaking out and you look awful, love yourself. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, from time to time, it's been hard. And I know it's hard because I went through it and I'm still going through it because it's life. Everyone goes through it, so you're not alone. And if you need help, ask your friends. I would have gotten myself out of so many scenarios and so many different obstacles that I created for myself if I just reached out and happened to call any of my friends or anyone. There's so many people out there willing to help you, and even if you don't have people in your life, cliche as it sounds, the problems you're going through today, they're not the end of your life. Things get better. Life gets better. As cliche as that sounds, life does get better. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself 3 reasons why you love yourself. Why do you love yourself? And don't give me that bull that you don't know, or at the end that there isn't. Don't leave that mirror, because this is what I did at one point, and I've spent a lot of time just staring at myself in the mirror, not because I was conceited, but because I was looking for what other people saw. I'm not saying it to be emo or depressed, but it's hard loving yourself at times, especially when life throws so many obstacles at you. This is why you need to love yourself. Even if everything's falling, you have yourself, and you have that foundation of love for yourself no matter what. So I do challenge you to look in the mirror and don't leave that mirror until you can tell yourself 3 reasons why you love yourself. Personally, I love my social anxiety. I thrive in it. I love how compassionate I can be for my friends. I love my weirdness and quirkiness, and even though life throws so many things at me, although it might take some time, I get up, and everyone else should too. I hope to see you guys next week. I post videos every Thursday, maybe sometimes, I don't know, we'll see. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you do have any friends that are going through a rough time, be there for them. Sometimes it's really hard to ask for help, and all they need is an ear. So, it's someone to say, I believe in you. If you need someone to say that to you, here it is. I believe in you. I believe that everyone can make the change necessary in their life so they can be happy. Do it. Just do it. And I just want to give one piece of advice that this individual did give to me. Don't feel like you have to have everything figured out. It's okay to be confused. Society put this pressure on us by telling us that we have to pick a place where, and like she said, find your inner drive and everything else will just fall into place. Even if you fall flat on your face, things get better, guys. So, wow, this has not gone any less awkward.